The U.S.'s largest trade deficit is with China, which reached $337 billion in 2017. Toby Melville / Reuters President Donald Trump said tariffs on steel and aluminum were needed because the U.S. has a trade deficit with almost all countries. But, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the U.S. actually has a trade surplus with 6 out of its top 15 trading partners. President Donald Trump recently ramped up his tough talk on trade with the imposition of new tariffs on imports of steel and aluminum. In defending the tariffs, which many economists worry could have negative implications, Trump said the restrictions were needed because the U.S.'s trade deficits suppressed economic growth. "We do have a trade deficit with Canada, as we do with almost all countries, some of them massive," Trump tweeted last Thursday. Despite Trump's claim, the full picture of U.S. trade is a bit more nuanced. The U.S. did run an overall trade deficit of $566 billion last year when accounting for both goods and services. But America had a surplus with 6 of the 15 major trading partners that the Census Bureau tracked in 2017. The U.S. largest trade surplus in 2017 was with Hong Kong, totaling nearly $35 billion. Following closely behind were Brazil, surplus of $28 billion, Singapore, $20 billion, and the United Kingdom, $14 billion. Additionally, despite Trump's repeated insistence that the U.S. runs a deficit with Canada, that was not the case in 2017. The U.S. actually ran a surplus just shy of $3 billion with our neighbor to the north. The largest deficit by far is, perhaps unsurprisingly, with China. While the country is the third largest destination for U.S. exports, with more than $186 billion worth of American goods going to China, the difference is more than made up by the $524 billion worth of Chinese goods coming into the U.S. The large deficit is part of the reason the president announced tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese goods on Thursday. Beyond China, the U.S. largest deficits were with Mexico, a $69 billion deficit, Germany, $68 billion, and Japan, $56 billion. Outside of the top trading partners, the U.S. ran a $41 billion deficit with all other countries. Here's the breakdown. Jenny Chang / Business Insider.